Hi everyone, my name is Joanne McCafferty and I am an Antiquities Tracking student at the University of Glasgow under the Master of Science postgrad titled Collecting and Provenance Studies in an International Context. And today I'm going to be talking about the role of the internet in untangling the provenance aspect of the Gurlitt Debacle. Very interesting stuff. So the primary issue that arose from the uncovering of the Cornelius Gurlitt case was the provenance of the discovered artworks. It marked a colossal task due to the sheer amount of art discovered to be under his ownership, and with his direct links through family lineage, there was a chance that many of the artworks had come from the collection of art classed as degenerate art during wartime, or had been from the Nazi-looted art collection which his father, Hildebrand Gurlitt, dealt in. In this hangout, considering the role of the internet in untangling the provenance aspect of the Gurlitt debacle, I will briefly address why the lack of international aid acted to inhibit greater research, and will then address the consequent narrative of media attention the case received, which placed pressure on those running the provenance research operation in Germany to allow for greater accessibility and transparency, which in turn led to greater international attention and cooperation. The initial issue with the Gurlitt debacle is that the provenance investigation took place solely within Germany, and there existed an element of secrecy around the case, for the legal necessity of protecting Gurlitt's name. That it was a sensitive issue, however, it is widely thought that due to the nature of the case, and that it implicates many on an international scale, that it should be transparent. According to Chappell and Tofnagel, despite assumptions about Gurlitt's knowledge of the painting's provenances, his bad faith remained difficult to prove. It is hence most likely that Gurlitt would have been considered the rightful owner of most paintings in his possession had the matter reached German civil courts. In April 2004, Gurlitt arranged for more than 1,200 of the paintings that were suspected to have been obtained illicitly to be evaluated by a specially established task force of 15 experts within a period of a year. This limitation to a set number of people with a lack of international assistance would cause there to be little development in the realms of provenance research. The organisation who headed up the provenance research is the Schwabing Art Trove, and at the head of this is Ingeborg Berggren-Merkel, who, according to Michael Sontheimer, following a heavy amount of criticism regarding the lack of transparency, announced as a first measure that the Public Prosecutor's Office in Augsburg will publish images of 576 paintings which are suspected to be looted art at lostart.de as soon as possible. It was noted, however, that prosecutors must still determine the legal basis for releasing the images on the internet, given that Gurlitt hasn't been accused of committing any crime. Following a year's investigation, Berggren-Merkel stated that only 5 pieces had been confirmed as stolen Nazi art, although 499 were determined to have questionable history. The crucial point to be made here is that this is a global issue and should not be confined to German laws and solely Germany. International reach is paramount for any conclusion to be reached with respect to untangling the provenance aspect of any case in reference to Nazi-looted art, given that they were so widely dispersed, and therefore global solidarity is necessary to be able to cross-reference patterns in provenance between disparate countries and task forces to allow for the untangling of the true line of ownerships of each individual case relating to Gurlitt. On April 1st, 2015, the Gurlitt Provenance Research Project took over from the Schwabing Art Trove Task Force with the main objective to investigate the history of ownership of the artworks. The most significant aspect in this change of management over this case is signified by their approach to ensure that progress is made in an efficient manner, transparent and expeditious manner, the keyword being transparent. The main website platform for this organisation makes available, alongside a wealth of information on the Gurlitt case, detailed contact information, including an address, telephone and fax number, as well as a designated email address, thereby transforming the investigation into a public affair incorporating international synergy, and the ability to cross-reference multiple lost art databases. Information is now being made accessible in an easy-to-read manner. So under the materials section of the website, there's an aggregation of information such as hyperlinks to interim reports, that is object record excerpts of the project, Gurlitt art listings on the Lost Art database, and legacy of documents in the estate of Cornelius Gurlitt. There are two crucial points that are made in the Lost Art website, which actively sum up the role of the internet in untangling the provenance aspect, namely the ability for anyone to register cultural objects lost by public institutions or private individuals and institutions as a result of nationalist socialist rule and the Second World War, requesting a worldwide search via the Lost Art Internet database and to register cultural objects where it is known that they were taken illegally from their owners or relocated to another place as a result of the war. It is evident that there is a requirement for local initiatives and databases to exist to promote disparate national inventories, allowing for the better functioning of customs enforcement and due diligence. However, it is necessary for such national level inventories acting as a crime reduction technique and supporting local provenance research to be compatible with international databases so as to, using Krista Root's words, promote an integrated global perspective to curb international demand and strengthen international law enforcement and global solidarity. This is epitomised by Interpol, a global online platform which demonstrates high accessibility through the manner in which it operates. The photographic and written material regarding stolen works is accessed through basic keywords and terms searches. Found on the Monuments Men Foundation website is a list of most wanted works of art, providing the public with essential information about major works of art missing since the war. This selection process involved extensive searches of lost art databases focusing on works of art for which there was an image and which we believe survived the war. This multitude of online databases, which act as transmedia sources to one another, allow for greater public engagement and international exchange of provenance information, all acting to apply a temporal coherence to the Gurlitt case. To conclude, there is a common want to protect our cultural heritage and ensure the legal ownership of cultural property. This is reflected on the Monuments Men Foundation website via the Join the Movement section, which allows for anyone with internet access to contribute information for the protection of cultural heritage with respect to both historical and current cases of cultural cleansing, or to donate towards this common cause. It is a global issue, and so international reach is necessary for the development of research and for legal cases to be conducted beyond the confines of the legal system of a single country, incompatible with others, particularly when it comes to restitution law. To quote Krista Root once more, global solidarity is built on a normative ideal with a moral aim located in the cultural sphere. Through the global access to lost and stolen art databases and local contribution through collaboration with national inventories, the international cooperation in provenance research and the return of looted art is becoming a model international norm. Thank you very much for your time.